The Magic Show is brought to you by StarCityGames.com, and check this out. On February 5th and 6th, the StarCityGames.com Open Series returns to Indianapolis, and this event is going to be huge. We're talking hundreds of players, over $17,000 in cash prizes for the Standard, Legacy, and Draft Opens, 18 SCG Invitational slots up for grabs, SCG Players Club benefits, live coverage courtesy of SCG Live, tons of side events, and as much Magic the Gathering as we can pack into one weekend. So make plans to join StarCityGames.com in Indianapolis, and we'll see you there. Hello everybody and welcome back to our Mirrodin Besieged review. We're talking about the blue cards.
Alright, let's get started. Blue Sun Zenith.
Hey yo!
You know, what's better than one stroke of genius? Two strokes of genius.
That's right. Let me a stroke of genius.
Consecrated Sphinx.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I love this card.
So nice.
Do you think it's going to get constructed?
Yeah, definitely.
I think this card's fantastic. Tap it out on turn 6, worth it.
Oh yeah. It immediately replaces itself and then some.
But Corrupted Conscience.
Oh boy, this card is sweet.
Nice.
Talk about an easy first pick.
So easy. Like you see this card in the pack and you want to play blue, just take it. Yep. Just take it.
Next up, Cryptoplasm. Note, this effect does not wear off at the end of the turn. Yeah. Your opponent plays a better guy, you copy it.
It gets them forever. This seems to me like a fantastic EDH card because you just copy the coolest thing on the board. What's the coolest thing on the board? This becomes it.
Next up, Distant Memories. Now, Evan, you were telling me earlier, this card does not work the way that one might think it does.
Well, I feel like the way that you sort of want it to work is that you can hide the card that you're exiling. So you can just, go through your deck and get a land and be like, you want to give me that card? Because that card could be anything. It could be a removal spell or whatever. And they go, no, I don't want you to get that one. So you basically just get a concentrate. But to work that hard for a concentrate, I don't think it's going to get there. Fuel for the cause, though.
4 mana for a counterspell is a lot.
I don't think it's constructed worthy, but in limited, though, it's pretty silly.
It's hard to leave up that kind of mana. Unless you've got things like Trigons of Corruption, in which case... oh yeah.
Trigons of Corruption and Tumble Magnet. Love this guy.
So, Mirror and Spy. The question is, in limited, what are you pairing this with?
I mean, I guess you can untap Mirror, so you can get like a few more extra mana or something, or you're making things sort of vigilant or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, Mitonic Manipulation.
Weird.
I guess you get a land with this? Like, maybe if you've got some duplicates?
This is a card that, like, you want it to do something really interesting and intriguing and powerful, and then at the end of the day, it's like a blue rampant growth. Like, you had an island. There's an island in the top 7. Welcome to your spell. What?
Yeah.
Right, Neuron Commando.
Alright, this seems more like a constructed card than a limited card to me.
In limited, I feel like there's a ton of tiny dudes, but I think that Seagate Oracle will keep this guy out of standard.
Yeah, it's funny. It seems like this card should be pretty good. I'm not sure it is.
If it was Troll Shroud, where you could target it with equipment and things of that nature,
yeah,
definitely.
Then you can do some stuff with it.
Yep.
Oculus, the newest member of the Homunculus family.
Hey, and it's only getting better. But we will actually find a fantastic use for Oculus in the same color here in just a few minutes.
Right, Quicksilver Geyser. Well worth the cost.
Fantastic limited trick, fantastic.
Oh yeah, you can seriously blow some people out with this.
Yeah, just imagine.
Alright, Serum Raker. Very, very nice. 4 mana for a 3/2 flyer that has, a decent ability. I'm sold.
You can get there, like 4 mana, 3 power, like flying, evasion. Like that's pretty much like the sort of the barometer for a 4 mana blue creature is does it fly and can it deal some significant amount of damage? Even if it's just a 2/2 flyer for 4, it's normally playable.
2/2 flyer for 4 is fine. 3/2 flyer for 4 is actively good.
Okay, so Spire Serpent?
This is a lot better than it looks.
Oh.
You're playing Metalcraft? This is just a 5/7 for 5.
This reminds me of like Halimar Wave Watch. Remember that guy?
When
he was like an 03 and then he turned to like an 06. He's like, he didn't do anything until like all of a sudden he became this huge monster that you had to deal with. And this guy, he'll sit back and block stuff, and then you hit Metalcraft and you're like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. Look out for this card. Alright, Steel Sabotage.
Oh,
I love this card.
It does everything.
Oh yeah.
It just does everything. Like, had it just been the one, you would have played it. Had it just been the other, you might have played it. Had it been both, you gotta play this card.
So nice.
That's everything. Treasure Mage?
Treasure Mage. If you have a nice finisher in your deck, you got a Steel Hellkite, you have a Wormcoil Engine, people are going to be searching up a lot of Wormcoil engines with Treasure Mage.
Oh yeah, in constructed for certain. In limited, you basically go find your most expensive Bob, whether it's a Platinum Empyrean or a Mere Battlesphere or a Steel Hellkite or whatever. Like Treasure Mage, it's just value. I just love blue creatures with sick value.
You get your best bomb, and you don't lose a beat.
That's right.
Turn the Tide. This is very inexpensive. A lot of formats, Turn the Tide would be kind of whatever. You're playing against Infect decks, you're playing against Battlecry decks. This is going to do a lot.
I mean, this is going to do what it says it's going to do. I mean, this card I feel is either going to be incredibly impactful and everybody's going to respect it, or no one's going to respect it and everybody's just going to get blown out by it.
All right, Videlican Anatomist. This is not cheap to use. You're spending 6 mana before you get your first activation out of it.
6 mana for a -1/-1 counter and 3 mana for a 1/2.
Not great. You might make it. You might be able to get enough value out of it if you have ways to proliferate. But on its own, not going to be really doing that much.
But just remember, you have to do 6 mana worth of stuff and then proliferate, and then he might be worth it.
All right, Videlican Infuser. 4 mana for a 1/4. That's okay.
That's solid.
You can do some blocking. Combos very nicely with Tumble Magnet, Lux Cannon. Yeah, you can do some stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, with all sorts of stuff. This seems like a creature that's obviously, I think, geared for limited, but even in EDH, I mean, EDH is a format that is just rife with charge counters, and you can do all sorts of silly stuff with it.
All right, Vivisection.
Heyo. So about that Oculus, we found a use for it. So with Oculus and Vivisection, you draw 4 cards.
So I don't want anyone complaining about how useless homunculi are anymore.
Like, for example, like,
there are plenty of good ways to get rid of them.
This is just like, this is another card that's like weird to be weird. Like, it's blue sacrificing creatures. Like, when did that ever happen? Even Pongify destroyed them. All right, so those are our blue cards.
That's it for blue.
Join us tomorrow where we'll start talking about the black ones.
Always like the fatties.